A worried man calls their family doctor one day and says to the doctor, "Doctor, I'm quite sure that my son has got gonorrhea." The doctor says, "Well, that's quite all right. Do you happen to know from whom we could have got it?" The man says, "Well, it must be from his girlfriend, as she's the only one that he has ever been dating." So the doctor says in a calm voice, "Fine, tell your son come over here and we will see what we can do about it." The man then says, "But doctor, there's more. The lady was so good looking and I kind of had an affair with her as well some time ago." The doctor says again in a calm voice, "Well, so why don't you both come here together and we will see what we can do about it." The man pauses for a while and says, "But doctor, there's more. I believe my wife has also now got it from me." Now the doctor starts shouting and says, "That's just great! That means we all have got it." Two southern country gentlemen decided to take a trip up north to Canada for an adventurous hunting expedition, eager to bag some of the region's impressive wildlife. They arranged for a small charter plane to transport them deep into the breathtaking expanse of the Rocky Mountains, planning for a week-long quest to hunt the majestic moose that roamed the area. Displaying a surprising level of hunting skill, or perhaps just sheer luck, the two men combined their efforts and managed to bring down 6 of these magnificent creatures. As they were industriously loading the small plane for their return journey, eager to head back home with their impressive haul, the pilot interjected, looking concerned. He stated that the aircraft had a strict weight limit and could only safely transport 4 moose. The two hunters immediately raised an uproar, protesting vehemently against the pilot's assessment. "Last year," one of them argued, "we were right here and bagged 6 moose, just like this time. And if my memory doesn't deceive me, the pilot then allowed us to take them all, and he was flying the exact same model plane as yours." Reluctantly, and perhaps swayed by their strong objections and the desire to avoid further argument, the pilot gave in to their demands. All 6 moose were laboriously loaded onto the small aircraft, pushing it to its absolute limit. The overloaded plane lumbered into the air, struggling under the excessive weight. However, when attempting to cross a rugged range of towering mountains, even with the engines at full power, the poor little plane simply couldn't handle the immense weight of the heavy load and tragically went down in a fiery crash. Miraculously, amidst the scattered moose bodies and the twisted wreckage of the plane, only the two country gentlemen survived the horrific crash, emerging relatively unscathed. After clambering out of the wreckage, dazed but alive, Billy Ray turned to Billy Bob and asked, looking around at the unfamiliar surroundings, "Any idea where we might be, Billy Bob?" Billy Bob, surveying the scene with a sense of grim familiarity, replied, "I think we're pretty close to where we crashed last year."